listening?
Yes.
Have you ever been hunting? Oh, I can assure you, it's a very interesting experience. And I'm here to tell you and promise you that if you try and leave, I will hunt you, and I will find you. So you and your daughter remain with me.
The world's frozen, brought on by a catastrophic grand solar minimum, leaving us in a mini ice age. Governments and rule of law were destroyed. Factions, with their own agendas, seized power. What remains is corruption. Justice is dealt through the Iron Hammer, also known as the Gulag, run by a remnant of the old world Soviet power. Their bounty hunters carry out their version of justice to the highest bidder.
Don't shoot it.
Du hast nix. You don't have anything. Where is it? There's what? I want to know, where is it? I want to know. If not, I'm going to cut off your fingers and your toes. Now, where is it?
One sec. You hit me really hard.
Oh, yeah, friend, I didn't know. I'm sorry, but we haven't eaten. I don't know the last time that I have eaten. I don't remember. I'm one of you.
I'm sure you were.
Yeah. Many years ago, I was a logger. But I didn't care for it. It wasn't me.
Can you give me my stuff back? Oh.
Yeah.
You didn't take anything, right?
No, I did not take anything. You okay?
I'm fine. Where's the ammo?
Right here.
Well, give me the ammo.
Here, also, I took this.
Yeah, you don't want to have one of those.
No, I don't.
Only fair payment.
That's impossible. I buried you in a foot of snow. You should be dead, frozen solid.
That's my hat.
I didn't mean nothing by it. But you killed my friend.
Good morning, James. How was hunt?
Fine. Have any bounties?
Straight to point.
Okay. Oh, something in there. What, dude? Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Wait, let me try.
What?
Let me try.
Dude.
You should really not fire guns out here.
Come on. We should get out of here.
No, what? He's coming in here acting like he owns the place. I want to see what he's got in his bag.
We just made big haul in the last one. Plus, I'm betting there's more of them.
Put the gun down, or you hurt yourself. You guys old enough to remember those jerky they sell at the gas station?
Yeah?
Well, they used to put some packets in them. Packets that do not eat.
My cousin ate one of them. Gave him the squirts.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat them. Or to preserve the meat. They help keep moisture and mold out of the packet. See, we're out here in this frozen wasteland. And there's a lot of good people that are trying to survive. And then there's a packet. Me. And then there's the mold.
Your story's stupid. Pop sounds like you got a god complex going on, and I'm sick of it. Shit.
Hey.
If you have any work, we are looking for Quick Shell. If you have work.
Yeah, I'm Lars. You got any work?
What kind of work you boys think I do?
You have very nice rifle. Very lucrative work.
Look, man, my buddy and I were just trying to make some shell. And you clearly have the means. Huh.
what Lars is saying.
No. I don't think this guy's any good.
Good for what?
Mister, we just need work. Been near 3 days since Eton. World gets real cold when you ain't got nothing in furnace.
If I had some work, I'd string you boys along. The best I can do for you guys. It's gonna be half my rations.
Thank you. Safe travels.
Payment was delivered.
You could call it that.
Looking for new gig.
Depends.
Find little girl.
I don't do those.
Highest pay to be having out there. Big man is putting...
I don't do those.
Well then, at least one. This one is good. Real heartless maniac. Is hitting merchants all over West Permafrost. Already has taken out several loggers. You will need help. And is lit far over on plains. He has a band of pirates at disposal.
What do you do if they remove the chips?
And then they're not going to go into the larger settlements.
So they're basically going to be exiled.
Correct. That way.
How long you been under the chain?
I don't remember. I'm starting to wonder if it's not all in vain.
You know, sometimes I think the Gulag's good for the people. But I've also seen people with money use them for bad. Why the hell do you think I haven't joined up?
What do you have? What's this? Looks like easy fish.
Easy fish. I like easy fish. Think this is funny?
Yeah. I think this is absolutely hilarious. Don't you want to hear my proposal first?
What are you talking about? Your sign says I hate pirates. What do we look like to you?
Pirates? Yeah, but pirates need friends. Haven't you heard the saying, my enemy of your enemy is my friend?
So you are an enemy of my enemy. And that makes you my friend?
No, not exactly. No, see, the way I see it was, my friend is your enemy, and my enemies are friends.
What if I shoot you and take your stuff? So that way your enemy and my enemy, we're both happy.
See, that's a terrible idea. Because there's a man on that mountain over yonder. He'll blow your brains out.
You think I'm stupid? I'm the captain on this ship.
See?
Back this soon. Thought would have taken longer.
Not when you're in the right company.
So, then you are joining.
Yeah, James seems to enjoy his gulag experience. Me? I'm a no-change type of guy. That's why I stick to my own faction.
We are strongest faction in all Permafrost.
And you pander to the rich.
We provide service. Simple.
Enough recruiting. Payment is due.
Payment was dispensed?
Yes. Pay us. And while you're at it, get me another bounty.
James. We have saying, if grateful for things you're having, it goes long way. And little for you.
Well done. Be safe out there. Don't let the commies brainwash you.
This one is simple.
You okay?
I'm coldy, Mommy.
I know, sweetie, but pretty soon we'll have a campfire. We're gonna get some food.
Привет. Where you two come from?
Well, back,
Oh. Little girl looks cold. Давай, hop on. We give you ride to next settlement.
Meg.
Meg, do you remember what Mommy told you? I need you to go run now. Okay, go now, go now.
You will not put a hand on her.
He wants her back. You cannot stop him. Little brat.
Mommy's okay. Mommy's gonna be okay. Princess, it's okay. You'll be It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Mommy will be right here. It's okay.
My little girl. My mommy doesn't feel good.
Mommy's gonna be okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Patrols. I need a status update. Have you found her?
You need to eat, or you're gonna get cold. Look, you've got a job to do, right? Once I'm done with the job, then I'll take you to a town and we'll find a home for you. What's your name?
Megan, but my mom calls me Meg.
What's your dad call you? Look, I'm James. It's nice to meet you, Meg.
Well, James, my mommy says I'm her princess, the most important little girl in the whole world, so you better be on your best behavior or she'll kick your butt. Oh, this is Samantha.
Well, nice to meet you, Samantha.
Привет, travelers.
You guys are kind of far out.
Just looking for mischief.
Well, you'll find plenty of that out here. Anything I can help with? Lagerzo is looking to keep the order.
Tell me, this child seems an odd thing for Lager to be hauling around.
Yes, perhaps you'd care to send her to one of our orphanages?
If I hadn't already made the little one a promise, I would acquiesce.
That's a shame.
Yes. I was hoping to raise a young one of her age. Well, we'll take our leave then. What business have you out here?
Hunting. For bad people.
Well, I'm quite certain you'll find them. As you said, this place is crawling with them.
Be seeing ya. Come on, Meg.
Do svidania.
Do svidania.
Baby girl, you're the best for me. Ooh, you're the best for me. Ah! Come on, man. Take my stuff, I don't care. Come on, man, please, come on. Take my toothbrush, I don't care. No, please, come on, man. I was just thinking. That's all I was doing. Come on, stop. Come on, what are you doing?
Stop!
It's my job, Meg.
That's a bad job. We need to get a new one.
Don't.
Meg. I'm sorry. You're right. You also forgot Samantha. What's wrong?
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, let's go.
My mom taught me how to do it all by myself. Here, hold Samantha. Why do you have that chain?
The chain's kind of like a badge. It allows people to know with what faction I'm part of.
My daddy have men that wear that chain.
Your mom was taking you away from your dad. Because he's a bad man. Definitely gonna have to do something about your hair, though. I've no quarrel with you.
You should really reconsider your choices, James.
You don't even know who little girl is. Every faction is scouring the land for this little girl. And you just happen to have her. Drop the gun!
I'm not going back!
It doesn't need to go down this way.
And which way is that?
alone.
Well, well, well. Look who's talking. Missing something?
Most men who hold that chain don't live very long.
No. They don't.
Are you the leader?
Hey! Lucy! This one wants you.
Tell me, Logger, when we found you, it appeared you were hiding. Why were you hiding like a rat from your Logger friends?
We weren't hiding.
Don't lie to me. It appears every Logger's on high alert, searching for something or someone.
Everyone's searching for something. Someone.
Look, handsome. We can play games, or you can tell me what is going on. After all, we did help you with those loggers.
And what's in it for you?
I like to be in the know. It helps me to be a better leader of my tribe. Can you help me, Logger?
Name's James. Stop calling me Logger. I'm done with that. You're gonna untie us and give us our stuff back.
She does what she pleases. You dictate nothing.
Yes, you are on my territory.
This is White Ghost land. I am Lucy, short for Lucille. I am the leader of the White Ghost.
Meg. It's okay, Meg. It's gonna be okay. Untie us. Give us our stuff back. You're not getting anything this way.
Okay.
Lucy, I don't think that's a good...
Her first. Where's your heart?
Where your Gulag friends slaughtered my family.
Let's you and I have a chance. I'm keeping these as payment.
You can keep it. We just want safe passage. This is Meg. I saved her from some loggers. They were after her mother and her. She doesn't deserve any of this. Her mother didn't make it. I'm all she's got.
Very honorable of you, James. How very un-Logger of you to do this. But I respect it. It takes courage to go against the grain. It isn't easy. The world has long since forgotten such kindness. You may go. Take the back trails into town. They will lead you away from the Logger patrols. James, one more thing. Tiberia's out on this bounty, and she brought the big ones. So watch yourself.
You can do better than that.
Get your chain up, son. The boss sent a couple of our guys out looking for a woman and a little girl. They never came back. We went searching and found them dead. Gunshot wound in both. From a rifle.
Sounds bad.
It is bad. We got loggers all over the permafrost trying to find this woman and child the boss man is searching for. Who's this kid?
It's my bounty. You know the rules.
I do. They found blood in the snow, but the woman and child were nowhere to be found.
You seen it, Tiberia.
There were tracks leading away from the corpses heading this direction.
It's cold. And I got a long ways to go. I don't have time for this.
There were large tracks followed by small tracks trailing right behind.
Josh. His mom contracted me to take him to Big Villa Creek. She paid handsomely. I'll be on my way.
Boy, you heading home to your mama?
Mama told me not to talk to mean, bad people like you.
Is it just me? That boy ain't seeming so much like a boy.
Yeah, could be her.
The tracks match too.
What's his angle?
I don't know. Maybe he's gonna keep the bounty for himself. Let's find out.
James, why were you lying to those men? How did you know they were bad?
I know.
But how? I'm not moving till you tell me.
Because I'm a bad person too, Meg.
No, you're not. You tried to save my mommy and me. Bad people hurt people.
I hurt people, Meg! I hurt people!
You're better off without me.
How many buttons? You need to save her.
Well, hey, little girl. You look like you're a long way from home.
You're a bad girl.
And you're a smart little one. We got her.
Well done, Tiberia. Bring her in.
You can't hear us from there.
Shoot him!
Nature calls.
I need to check the perimeter one last time.
It's cold tonight.
Keep the lantern going. Just make sure you douse it before you go to bed. It'll keep things warm.
I was thinking about you, Dad.
I'll be fine, sweetheart.
Night, Daddy.
Hi, James. You've been talking in your sleep.
I lost my daughter.
James, I can tell you're a good man. Maybe you just need a nudge in the right direction. Sometimes it's hard to see what's right, even if it's right in front of us. Making mistakes, it helps us figure it out. The best things that have happened in my life have happened during the worst times of my life. Take Fluffy. I got him when he was just a little pup. He's the most loyal dog that I have. But here's the thing, James. When he was young, something happened to his eyes. Doc said we needed to put him down. Said he was suffering, said he wasn't going to amount to much, said he would never lead. I wouldn't have been able to live with myself. So I took his eyes out. He has no fear of what he cannot see.
I keep having these dreams of my daughter. Before, when the world made more sense to me. And then there's other times. She's at my side, staring at me. Almost disapproving of who I've become.
No, James. Maybe those are visitations, not dreams. Maybe she's trying to communicate with you. I stitched a huge knife wound in your torso.
That killed me.
You need to wait.
It wasn't your fault.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you feeling this morning?
Still sore.
Yeah? I thought you were gonna sleep all day.
Well, I was gonna.
Till you smelled the chili?
Until I smelled the chili.
I hope you woke up with an appetite. Oh, yeah?
What kind of chili?
It's a stag chili.
Stag chili. Man, it's been almost 10 years since I had stag chili.
Yeah? I hope this lives up to your expectations.
Well, I hope so too. Is this pine needles?
Couldn't find the salt. What do you think?
Needs salt. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's an omen for good things to come.
I'm gonna have to get going soon. I got business.
Figured the time would come, but you're in a lot better place now.
Thank you.
I won't forget this.
Good luck.
Give me another one.
Barkeep says you've had enough.
I'll say when I've had enough. Give me another.
You died!
Gulag business. I get it. Just don't mess up my bar.
Only Tarkasty. Where is the girl?
She's with the old man.
Be precise.
He's at the old comms tower out west. He's got a compound now. He's gonna kill me.
Well, it's gotta be here. There's no other way they could be so efficient. They wouldn't have time to stage all these.
That's very likely, boss. But to make these blitz attack, they need to be nimble, they need to be lightweight. Need a place to store all the ammunitions and supplies. Maybe a cave or...
Tunnels. It's actually fairly brilliant, Wheeler. Caves and tunnels. That's how they've been doing it all along. All this time. What do you think, Meg?
I miss my Samantha.
Samantha? Here. Why don't you go over there, sit down, and play with your stupid bear? Then it's settled. We strike here.
boss didn't request anyone.
I'm looking for a little princess. Most important girl in the whole wide world.
James?
Boss said you can leave.
I'm here for her.
That's all well and good. Except you're in my home now. My heavily protected home. And no one makes demands here except me. You may have managed to sneak past my sentries, but...
Come on, Meg, let's go.
The girl stays here. I'm her daddy.
You're not my dad, you're just some mean old man that hurt my mommy.
Shoot him. I know you.
And I remember you.
You idiot.
The power belongs in the hands of the people.
The power. The power. The power will never belong to the people.
Since you left, my world froze over. I froze over. Darkness and light will always exist. When I lost you, I lost my way. Guilt, self-blame put me in a dark place. I was blind to what I had become, what the world had become. And it took a small glimmer of light to bring me back.
Dad?
Evil will always exist, but at least now we can build a better world. We can begin the healing process. There is hope once more.